Welcome back to Cosmic Kickback, the galaxy's favorite talk show. As always, I'm your host, Nick, joined by my co-host, Joshua.
Oh, yeah, that's me. What's up?
We are a movie podcast. We talk about all things in Hollywood. We also talk about television shows and, pretty much news that happens all around the film industry in Hollywood. So if that's your jam, make sure to like, subscribe. We're everywhere on podcasts and also on YouTube. Today, we're going to be talking about the blockbuster, no pun intended, that is Minecraft. A Minecraft movie. It's finally out. This movie, I think it's been about a week now. It's going crazy. Or no, actually, it's just past its opening weekend, so we can look at the numbers and see how it's doing. But this movie's going crazy. I'm sure you guys have seen the brain rot memes that have been going on. Oh gosh, I mean, we're just gonna get into it. But before we get into that, we got some movie news that we got to go through. I got a list right here because a lot of stuff did happen since the last time we recorded last month. And yeah, so let's just get right into it.
Chicken jockey.
Oh my God. I won't lie. When I said I am Nick, as I was introducing myself, I had to hold back saying, I am Steve.
I didn't need it, bro. We should have introed it like that. You should have been like, I am Nick. And then I can say.
No, dude, we're not giving into that crowd, bro. All right, we'll get into the brain rot in the review, but it's kicking off the news. The new Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, Spider-Man 4, officially got a new title. It's called Spider-Man Brand New Day. Okay. They also released a logo with this. You can look on Instagram. I really like the color change that they did. It looks really good. But what do you think of the title?
I mean, it's pretty solid for me. I guess that what they're gonna do, I imagine this is a new trilogy that they're gonna start. And it's going to be like the Day trilogy, I guess. Like the next one's going to be like Dark Days or like some shit. I don't know. They're going to have like Day and like the other one was like the Home.
Struggle Days.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the title card, I guess you can call it, like the font and the colors. I think it might be my favorite of like the MCU, like Spider-Man colors and titles and fonts and all that. I highly doubt this name is, there's a comic called Brand New Day, which I highly doubt they are adapting. It's probably in name only, I'd imagine. Because I believe that's the one where there's one called One More Day, and it's like he like makes a deal with Mephisto to like have one more day with MJ or something because she died at some point, but I mean everyone dies in the comics.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, and then Brand New Day I think is like the one after that storyline. But I don't think they're adapting any sort of that. I hope this is a more street level Spider-Man, but if I'm being honest, I'm not sure how much it will be because this comes out, I believe, in between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So it's like, I mean, there's no way they don't put Spider-Man in either of the Avengers movies, right? So like they somehow are going to coincide. I don't know to what extent. I don't know if it's like the plot will be its own thing, but then maybe in the post-credit scenes we see something and that's how it connects. I'm hoping maybe that's what it is because then maybe we can get our own like story that doesn't coincide with multiversal shit. But yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. The title at first when I heard it, I was like, really, that's where they're going to? But it's kind of grown on me. I'm just excited to get another Spider-Man movie next year. It comes out July 31st. So yeah, it's between Doomsday and Secret Wars. I'm so mad, bro, at Sony for this whole Spider-Man rights. They have to make a Spider-Man movie every 5 years. The last one we got was way back in 2021. That movie was peak. And I don't know what Sony's doing, bro. They made like 4 stinkers in a row, and then they just gave up on the universe. But I'm just excited to get another Spider-Man movie.
Bro, it's funny you
too long, bro.
That. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I just watched Kraven the Hunter and Venom 3. They're both on Netflix right now. So I was like, you know what, bro? Like, it's time to dive into this. And I realized with watching those two, I've seen every movie in the Sony Spider-Man-less universe.
Oh wait, you saw Venom 3?
I did.
Dude, it's so mid, right?
Oh, you saw it too? Yeah, that shit sucks. Yeah, I
saw it in theaters, bro.
I can't believe you went and saw that, bro.
I think I even got a pint glass.
Oh my God.
Which was probably cooler than the entire movie, if I'm being real.
Jeez. Yeah, that shit was embarrassing.
The
but
black one.
but
God.
I like the Brand New Day title, and yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see where they go with it, because the only other thing I remember we've heard from this is, I think Tom Holland said something like that they had the script done like sometime last year. I think this came out, and he said, oh yeah, the script's finished. And he said when he was reading it with Zendaya, and he said that they both started like jumping up and down in their house from excitement on like how good it was or what was happening in it. So I was like, damn, like this shit better be fucking like, I don't know, I can't imagine they're, I don't know, I'm gonna roast Tom Holland if this shit sucks, because if
Yeah, I know that's
you know what I mean,
jumping up and down.
yeah, like this better be good, bro, for that sort of reaction. So I'm gonna remember that when we review this.
You like we jumping up and down in the theater. I mean, we'll see. I'm excited. Maybe being starved from Spider-Man movies so long, it'll be peak.
Oh God.
All right, next piece of news. This is actually wonderful. We got a Superman. We got a new clip that James Gunn released. You said you saw this in theaters. I saw this on, I think it was Instagram, and then I just watched it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a new clip from Superman. It's about 5 minutes. It's essentially that clip that we saw in the teaser where Superman lands in Antarctica near the Fortress of Solitude. Crypto comes up to him. I like how Superman's clearly in pain, and Crypto like can't understand that. Yeah. He takes him back to the Fortress of Solitude, which I love. I love how the freaking it just comes out of the ice. It's so cool. And yeah, we got a little sneak peek. There's also some robots. I forget what they're called, but they're like, I guess Superman's helpers or something like that. But the clip was cool. We got a little look at the movie. It looks good. Yeah,
I think this is a good scene to pick to get an extended view of, because we don't really know too much. We don't know anything that we didn't already know, I guess. I mean, the biggest thing I guess we know now is I guess we get our first like official look at the Fortress of Solitude. I guess that's the biggest reveal from this. I've seen, I mean, I think it looks great. I'm excited, but what I've seen a lot of, and I want to see if you've seen any of this, is motherfucking Snyder fans are coming out of the woodworks again, and they are dogging on this footage, bro. Have you seen what people have been saying?
Honestly, I haven't, and I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, I wish I didn't. I wish I hadn't, bro.
What could they possibly say, bro?
So, okay.
Didn't Zack Snyder like uplift James Gunn with his Superman take? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go see this movie and support it.
I mean, yeah,
why can't the fans do the same?
Oh, dude, the fans. There's something I've seen two things recently, and speaking on the one that has to do with the footage, they basically were saying like, someone was like, oh yeah, already from this footage, I can tell this is like baby's first Superman movie. Like, oh man, I'm not watching this dog shit. Like, this is. They were saying that it's dumb for the two things I saw were, they said that Crypto like jumping on him and like hurting him is dumb. They're like, oh, Crypto wouldn't do that. Like, Crypto's too smart. And it's, I'm thinking, motherfucker, it's a dog, bro. Like, just chill. Like, I mean, I don't understand how it's that big of a deal. People were freaking out over that. They were saying it's dumb that the dog is acting like a dog, I guess. I don't know what they expect from Crypto. They thought he would pull up and just like speak. I don't know.
Hello, Superman.
I don't know I really don't know what they expected, but they're mad at that. And the other thing that I saw people mad about was, there's two things actually in this footage. The next one is the robots say something like, hey, like we're robots, we're incapable of emotional something, some sort of.
Yeah, he's like, we can't, like, don't thank us, like we can't appreciate it, our program.
Yeah. And then someone complained how the robot said that, and then Superman looks at the one that's a new robot, and the robot says, oh my god, like he looked at me or something like that, and they're like, oh, the robot immediately shows like an emotional response, like contradicting the previous statement. And then I was just like, dude, these motherfuckers must get no action, bro. Like, if you are fucking complaining about that is absolutely like,
dude, it honestly just sounds so miserable. Like, imagine if you like Jurassic Park, right? Like, let's just say whatever, for whatever reason I don't like it, and I just stay up, waiting for the teaser to drop, and then I'm in the comments like just putting all this time and effort into a movie I'm not gonna go see to just shit on it, bro. Like that sounds so miserable.
Yeah, man.
Like
It's
if you're
fucking
a Snyder fan and
crazy.
you don't want to watch it, then just don't watch it. But to like go out of your way and just like nitpick at it, freaking overanalyze it,
Yeah, that
like
one was kind of
like
that one and the dog one were crazy. The next
that's so.
one,
Oh my god, there's more.
this is the final thing I saw. There probably is more online, but this is as much as I could tolerate before I kept scrolling. I was
I
like,
get taller.
yeah. At the end of the 5-minute footage, we see them place Superman on like an operating table, and they basically say like, oh, like multiple like fractured bones, and like he's gotten like, you know, messed up, which is really interesting, I think, because up until now we've never really seen Superman like be injured, you know, which is like, I mean, we've seen him like, you know, get fucked up and like he like,
Yeah.
you know, but like we don't see him like get damaged to the point where he like, oh shit, like I need help like right now, you know, like I'm like it kind of humanizes him in a way.
Right.
So I like it, but people were complaining because they were like at the scene where the robots are like, okay, we're gonna use this like special Kryptonian like magnifying glass to like make the powers of the sun like 500 times like what they are or something, so
Yeah, I like that. That was cool.
so we can heal him. They did not like that because they were like, why would Superman like scream in agony from the sun? Like the sun doesn't hurt him. They're like, oh, Superman could go into the sun, like, and he'll be fine. And they were like this is stupid. Like why would he be screaming in pain here? And I again, I just don't know what these people want. Like do they just want a Superman who is just completely like just tanks everything and just has like what do they want? Like I really don't get it.
It wants Snyder, bro.
I mean, should I guess? I mean, I thought all these were dumb takes. I think it makes sense that if Superman was really like, you know, messed up, and you know, like then you accelerate the healing process by like 500 times by like I don't even think he's in pain from the like heat of the sun. I think he's in pain from all of his bones probably like fucking healing at like a fast rate. You know what I mean? Like if you have a fucked up bone and then like it like heals itself, like that shit gonna feel like fucking weird because your shit's, you know what I mean? Like that's what I thought it. That's how I took it as. I didn't take it as, oh, the sun is too hot. You know, like I don't know, bro. I just think some people on Twitter just do not think.
Dude, I mean, if they want the Snyder Cut movie, bro, they should just go watch Man of Steel. We'll be seated for this film.
I will be, but real quick, I thought the footage was great. I'm excited, and I want to mention one thing before we go to the next piece of news, because I saw another Snyder take, and I wanted to hear your response to it.
Snyder take.
It's these Snyder fans, bro. It's fucking crazy. So I don't know where this came from. I think it's probably because they were talking about like the Superman, like our first look at this one, and the part that I saw, somebody had posted a video. Oh, I remember what it was. They were saying that James Gunn's Superman looks too silly and too like cartoony, too goofy or whatever. So then someone like took a clip from Batman versus Superman and it was like, oh, are you telling me like this isn't like silly or dumb or like whatever? And they took the clip where Lex Luthor takes out a Jolly Rancher and like feeds it to like a guy. And yeah, and yeah, do you remember that?
I don't.
There's a part where he takes out a Jolly Rancher and he puts it in like a congressman's mouth. And he's like, oh, like it's like blue raspberry, like here or whatever.
I could see him do that.
Yeah, it's weird, and people are like, oh, do you not think this is silly and dumb? Like, what the hell is the point of this? And I kid you not, I pray this is rage bait because this is nuts. Someone responded to that take, and they said that this scene has so many layers of complexity to it that you cannot understand like Snyder's like what he's trying to say within the Jolly Rancher scene, but it is just uncomprehendable to you, to these to these people.
Dude, that's rage bait.
I mean, I thought so too. Like, that's actually nuts. But like, this person was fighting people in the comments, like in the replies, over it, because people were like, "Bro, like, are you dumb? Like, what could the Someone asked him. They're like, "Okay, tell me, like, what is like the layer of complexity to this?" And the guy just said, "Oh, he's like, are you dumb, bro? Like, he's feeding a Jolly Rancher to the congressman. Like, he's making the congressman his bitch." And I was just like, that is the most fucking face level like thing you could take from that. Like, that isn't. There's no layers to that. That's exactly what's happening on screen. What are you talking about? And someone called him out on it, and then the person was just like, "Hey, bro, y'all don't get it, bro." And I was just like, "Oh my god, this is actually insufferable."
You wouldn't get it.
Yeah, bro, I'm actually like bewildered by that interaction, man. Crazy. Like, you gotta go respond to them, bro.
We gotta get the Cosmic Burner account. Just rage bait them. This is why Snyder wasn't successful. I don't know. we gotta stop calling them Snyder fans, bro. They're just James Gunn haters. Like, we gotta stop just attaching Snyder's name.
Yeah,
those people aren't real fans.
Yeah, I low-key feel bad that Snyder's associated with them, if you think about it.
Dude, he needs to come out and just like either like disown them or just be like, "Yo, like, y'all gotta chill."
Yeah.
The fuck are y'all doing? God. All right. I mean, I'm sorry we talked about the hate on this clip, but
I mean,
the movie looks good. The movie looks good.
It does.
I'm glad we got to see a little bit of the robots, their personality. I think James Gunn does that really well with making even just small side characters like that have personality, and I'm excited for the movie. It's probably I think I said it was my most anticipated.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got some sad news on April 1st. So this happened about over a week ago. Famous actor Val Kilmer passed away. He's been known for Top Gun. Of course, he was also in Maverick, and he also played Bruce Wayne in Batman Forever. He passed away because he had a form of throat cancer, and I think he'd been in remission since 2017. But very unexpected. It really sucks. And yeah, it says he was diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014. But yeah, I mean, rest in peace. There's actually a documentary on Prime that has probably shot up now in terms of views called Val, and it came out, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, and it kind of just talks about his whole, journey as an actor and everything that he's been through, and of course like his cancer and everything. But I definitely think that's worth the watch. I don't know if you've seen it, Josh, but if you like documentaries, I would definitely recommend it, especially now because you get to learn more about him. But rest in peace to Val, dude.
Yeah, rest in peace. I mean, how old is he? Like 65?
He was 59, I believe.
No way, he was 59.
Let me see. Actually, you might be right.
I'm about to roast Nick.
No, I'll fact check. All
right, get ready to roast Nick in the
65,
comments.
You're right.
Yeah, hey, everyone roast Nick in the comments.
You're
no, but like, I mean, regardless, 59 or 65, like, that's crazy. I feel like that's just like too soon. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that sucks, bro. Like, cancer, damn. Rest in peace. That you hate to see it, for real.
You have a favorite Val Kilmer movie?
If I'm being honest, I feel like I haven't seen his best works. I feel like it's kind of like a blind spot in films that I've seen. Because I know he played Jim Morrison in the Doors movie, and I've never seen that, but I've heard some good. I've heard people give a lot of praise to that performance. I haven't seen it. I know. I think I actually have it on DVD because my dad already owned the movie, but I've just never watched it. I've seen him in Top Gun. I actually really like how they brought him back for Top Gun Maverick. I feel like
that was really, actually a huge surprise. I remember when I watched that with you, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that was.
I didn't expect that.
I liked that. I liked how I think they even, because I think in his like final like couple years of life, I think he pretty much couldn't like speak because of his throat cancer.
It was hard to speak.
So I think in that movie they kind of like did this voice technique where they had, I think, his son record lines, and they kind of mixed it with his voice, what they could get I don't know, like you know, stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool way to do it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, like I still got to see probably like his best films. I mean, I've seen Batman Forever, bro.
Is that a good film?
I mean, is it Batman Forever or is it Batman and Robin? No, it's Batman Forever.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, that's the one that has Tommy Lee Jones
It's Tommy Lee
and
Jones
Jim
and
Carrey.
yeah, and they
Bro, that's the best Riddler. That's the best Riddler.
I was when this news came out, I was telling Carla, I was like, yo, low key, we gotta watch his Batman movie. And I was like, bro, like this is like when the Batman movies were like just fucking stupid, like just
In the
doing
90s.
random ass shit, bro. Like,
Oh my
like,
God, Nicole Kidman was in this too.
yeah, she was horny
Honestly,
as fuck in that movie, bro.
honestly, that's kind of cool. He got to play Batman. I feel like that's such a rare. Like, how many people have really played Batman that you can count on your hand? Like maybe
Like 7.
like yeah,
Fucking
like not counting animated. That's crazy.
oh yeah. I honestly, the only thing I wish he got I guess to play like a more serious take on Batman, because I feel like that movie kind of became a joke. There's actually like an interesting I think it's a YouTube video I saw. It's basically a documentary that someone made on the making of that film, and they talk about how the original plans for that, it was actually like a bit more, I don't know how much more serious, because that movie is like a pretty neon-y and jokey, but they did say at some point like the idea was to have a more grounded, more serious, more mature tone, but the studio kind of more similar, not, I wouldn't call it mature, but like for example Tim Burton's movies, like there are like, you know, comic booky corny aspects to them, but at the same time you like have like the Penguin look like a fucking monster, he like bites off someone's like finger, you know, like
Yeah.
there's still parts of these that are like, you know, like I could see how a very young child would be like, oh my god, but that's exactly why they changed it and they got rid of Tim Burton, because they were like, even though Tim Burton had created these like the first live action look at Batman, they were like, nah, like we need to sell McDonald's toys, so they switched up the whole thing, and they kind of told, I believe it was Joel Schumacher, it was the director, they made him change everything. And there's actually, this footage has actually been found, or at least it's been behind the scenes pictures of it. There was a whole like deleted arc from this where Batman is kind of like Val Kilmer, and apparently it's filmed somewhere in a vault. I don't know if that's true or if it's just rumors, but there's like people have been talking about, oh, release the Schumacher cut. And it's,
Oh my God.
I swear, and apparently there's a cut where there's like a whole different intro scene where Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face breaks out of prison in the very beginning, and he does that by like killing a couple guards, and then there's like a whole like arc of Batman kind of contemplating like interpersonal like problems, and there's like a scene where a like giant bat flies up to him, and then he's like, I don't know, it gets kind of weird, bro, but like I'm like, damn, I don't know if it would have worked, but like it sounds more creative and artistic than what we got, you know. We just got Jim Carrey humping the air.
Oh yeah. No. Honestly, I hope that they someday release some like unreleased footage and stuff from like I mean, they should, you know, like
Yeah.
why not at this point? It'd be
agree.
fun to watch, fun to look back on what could have been.
But yeah, rest in peace. You already knew.
Rest in peace, Val. We'll miss you. All right, moving on. We got this is so unserious. We got a teaser for the new Naked Gun movie. Surprisingly,
Oh, yes,
starring
sir.
Liam Neeson. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I apologize.
It pretty much showed him stopping a bank heist. It wasn't anything long, but he's wearing like women's underwear. Like I mean, it's a Naked Gun. I don't know if you've seen these movies before. They're funny. Leslie Nielsen used to do these movies back in the 80s. They're hilarious. And honestly, I feel like we kind of need one right now, you know? Like an Austin Powers kind of movie where it's not serious. There's just jokes. It's like very literal.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
dude.
what do you think?
I low key, like, I remember them talking about this, and I kind of was like, don't touch these movies, you know, like why would you, like, it's like they're trying to
Yeah.
like touch every classic movie and make a legacy sequel. Like you just go in like down the list, like, okay, what have we not touched, you know? So I was kind of like, fuck, bro, I don't know. Like I love Liam Neeson, and I think he actually does like dry humor like very well. He's in a couple other like cameos in other films, and like in Ted, right? Isn't he in Ted?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, like that scene's fucking hilarious. And it's because he plays it so straight, you know. And I think that's exactly why The Naked Gun was so funny, because the main guy, Leslie Nelson, is his last name Nelson? Nielsen, yeah. He plays it so straight, like they don't, they're jokes obviously, but he's playing it like so serious that like that's what makes it funny. And I think Liam Neeson's a great pick to do that. And after seeing this trailer, I low-key am like, holy shit, bro, this looks so dumb, but like the good kind of dumb. Like I'm actually like all for this now, especially after the scene, after the opening scene where we see them, like they're literally like making fun of like the tropes that a lot of legacy sequels do, where like we see a scene where he's like looking up at a picture of his dad, and then it's like every other fucking person in the police academy they just have a room. And like I thought that was funny. Like it's it's like so on the nose. And I love the last one where they show OJ Simpson.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then the guy just looks at the camera and shakes his head. Like dude, that part is what like made me think, like it sold me. I was like, holy shit, they're gonna be making fun of like they're spoofing legacy sequels, and I'm like, holy shit, like I'm sold now.
I mean, I'm down. It just looks like a fun movie.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I think Liam Neeson too is just perfect, because like I think, you know, for a while he had a lot of diverse roles, but if we're being real, he's kind of been typecasted. So to kind of do something that's like flipping, you know, what he usually does on its head and still kind of play it serious, but in a comedy, it's probably gonna benefit.
I agree. I actually think he's like really funny. Like whenever he has had the chance to do comedic stuff. So I mean, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
You know what, Nick? Hang on. I want to throw in a piece of news really quick. I'm gonna intercut you because I forgot about this. This is from I believe Deadline, and discussing film on Twitter. Hawk Tuah girl herself, Haley Welch, has been cast as Hawk Tuah girl in Glen Powell's new comedy series Chad Powers.
Is this real? Is this an April Fool's joke?
No, this is real, bro. This was posted a week after.
I thought she went to jail for that crypto rug scheme, bro.
Nah, she just stopped posting for a bit. Now she's cool because she waited.
Oh my god.
People forgot.
I hope she goes to jail, dude.
Damn, bro, what the fuck? I mean,
bro, she's so lame.
I mean, dude, the amount of fucking celebrities that have done crypto schemes, like there should be like 50 of them in jail then.
I mean, okay. I'll say this. The people that invested in it are kind of dumb as hell.
I agree.
I'm not saying that I was one of those people. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's why you're so salty about it.
What is it called? Huh?
It was the movie. It's not a movie, it's a series from Glen Powell. You know Glen Powell.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, so hey, if you love him, then you love Hawk Tuah girl, because he must love her because he casted her. Yeah, he casted her.
Hawk Tuah girl.
Dude, no, it's funny because they didn't even use her name in this article.
I'm just gonna forever call her that, bro.
It just says Hawk Tuah girl has been cast as Hawk Tuah girl, so she's playing herself. This is probably not like a main character or even a supporting character. I imagine this is like a one-time gag in one of the episodes,
like a news interview type, like that She-Hulk cameo, bro.
Yeah, remember probably.
It was like, she's bad.
She-Hulk. Oh, that was funny as fuck. Wait. I remember there's a fucking clip interchanging the guys. Just like, I ain't gonna lie, I'd smash. Like that shit was so fucking funny, bro. How are people hating on She-Hulk? That shit is hilarious, bro. Like that's so fucking funny. Dude, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think that show is overhated. Like, it's not. If you go in there expecting like a fucking Marvel action movie, you're gonna be disappointed. If you go in there expecting a stupid comedy where they make fun of like superhero shows, like, then you're gonna enjoy it. It's not amazing, but it's not dog shit.
You're right.
Anyway, Glen Powell's making some comedy show called Chad Powers, and Hawk Tuah girls in it. So,
I mean, the series sounds more interesting than her being in it, but I thank you for that.
Hey, Nick, news. Will you be seated?
Not for Hawk Tuah girl. I'll be
Bro,
seated for Glen Powell's series
I
to
mean,
support him.
do you think the Hawk Tuah is crazy?
Dude, I don't know. What do you think Glenn was like interviewing her? Like, so can you hawk to a spit on that?
I think she gave him Hawk Tuah, and then he was like, "Fuck, you cast."
He's like, you got the part.
That's so stupid.
Gotcha.
Yo,
Chad
Loki,
Howard.
Loki might have to cut that shit out. That's fucking.
No, you said it.
Hey, you agreed. All right.
Just bro. All right, last piece of news. You brought that up. Anyways, we got a official trailer for the new Karate Kid movie. This, I think we talked about this when it was in development, but in this universe, Mr. Miyagi, well, actually, no, he's passed away. What am I saying? His name's Han, Jackie Chan's character, who was in the one with, oh, dude, what's his name? Jaden Smith. That's right. He's joining up pretty much with Ralph Macchio's character, Daniel San from the first one, and they're going to be training a new Karate Kid. And the trailer looks really good. The fight choreography looks awesome. I like how, I'm not sure if this is going to take place in Los Angeles, but it seems like it's really more about like the culture, which the original trilogy was about. Like I said, the fighting looks cool. There's a cool sequence where the character is like fighting these kids in an alley, and you see him like he does like a run on the wall, and I don't know what, he like flips himself off of like a fire escape, and he does a kick. It looks really good. I think that the kid that they casted is perfect. I'm excited to see what he does, and I'm hyped for this movie. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't know that back when they made that Jaden Smith movie that this was in the same universe as the original one. It's kind of interesting. I guess it adds a little bit of I don't know, something to it. But
Money.
yeah, money.
No, I'm kidding.
Do you think we will see any of the kids from Cobra Kai cameo, or do you think this is just strictly Ralph Macchio? Cobra Kai!
Dude, stop. I hope it's just Ralph Macchio kind of going off and doing his own thing. I think if any of the other kids pull up, I hope it's just at the end, because if they do, I feel like it's just going to take away from the new Karate Kid's moment to shine. And, I don't know how far they're going to go with this. Is there going to be a second, a third?
Jesus.
Probably. Maybe the Cobra Kai kid pull up later. Dude, come on. You don't think if this does well, they're going to be like, yeah, let's make 2 more of these shits?
I mean, it's smart because they're capitalizing off of the success of Cobra Kai. I fell off on that show. I don't remember the last. I've seen a lot of memes, so
it's got a little corny.
I don't know if it's always been. Maybe it's always been corny, and when I first watched it, I was like, I was cool with. I don't know, but I mean, maybe I'll watch it at some point. I know Netflix bought it out originally. It was when YouTube was trying to make their own content. It was a YouTube original, which is kind of crazy to think. It's probably their only good idea, but the only thing I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't give a fuck if any of the kids don't show up in this, because like this is a new kid, new story. But like, and I get that Ralph Macchio is the Karate Kid, but bro, where is William Zabka, bro? Like that dude is he's like his character is so interesting in Cobra Kai. That's the best part of it. How they brought him back, and like, like they actually like share insight from his perspective, and like he's not like a full-blown evil villain, he's just like another teenager, like at least in the first one. But like I kind of like would like to see him in it. If he doesn't even have like a cameo in it, which in my opinion a cameo is too little, I think he should be a supporting character. But like, so if he's not in it, I'm gonna be a little disappointed, but I'm not gonna lie, it does look better than what I expected. I will be seated regardless.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't expect it. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but when the trailer dropped, they got like these Chinese drums playing and these bells. It was intense. It looks good. And like I said, it seems to be very focused on like family traditions and, the actual karate and where it comes from. So I'm excited to see where the story comes from. It probably is going to follow the same, formula as the first one. It's an underdog kid that either learns to fight or just learns to defend himself. But, honestly, Karate Kid movies always hit. Just don't make it I don't know, man. Don't bring Jaden Smith, bro.
Oh, I was gonna ask. That was gonna ask. That's what I was gonna ask you next. You think Jaden Smith gonna cameo?
Dude, no. Hell no.
Bro, imagine he pulls something in the post credit.
He's like, I'm putting together a team.
Oh my god,
bro, that'd be fire. And then all the
shut up,
come out.
Dude. Oh my god, shut up. That shit would not be fire.
They're like, Thanos is coming. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, that is all the news that we have.
All right, cool. So it's time for Minecraft.
Yeah, it's time to mine.
Flint and Steel.
We're gonna be. Oh my god, dude! I keep seeing these videos where it's like top 10 Minecraft like quotes.
Oh, top 10 memes.
Yeah, and then they keep getting crazier where it's like top 50 and like top 70, and it's just like a 7-minute video of like all these quotes from the movie, and it's like, what the fuck?
Dude, I saw a top 100 one.
Oh my god!
I swear,
people for real making those.
I watched it.
Oh my god, the whole thing.
Most of it.
There's no way. No way.
I did. I'll send you the link. But no, hey Nick, like before we get into the memes, because like we're gonna have to talk about that. Let's talk about the actual movie first. This is directed by Jared Hess, who directed Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, along with other things. But those are what he's most known for. That's honestly one of the selling points for me. Like going into this, I love Nacho Libre and Napoleon Dynamite. Those are like probably two of my favorite like comedy films, if I'm being honest. Like especially Napoleon Dynamite. I low-key like it more than Nacho Libre.
Really?
Yeah, I just Napoleon Dynamite. I really love Napoleon Dynamite, but Nacho Libre is good too. But Nacho Libre had Jack Black, so they've worked together before. I guess this is his first like giant big budget movie. Nick, what did you think of this outing for him, and what you think of the movie, the actors? Let me know.
I mean, going into this, I was expecting just kind of like a fun movie. If I'm being real, I love Minecraft. Played it way back when it came out in middle school for me. And, I just wanted to see what he was going to do because Jared Hess has a pretty good, filmography, even if it's small. And let's be real, it's Minecraft. It's a sandbox game. There really isn't a crazy story to it. You kind of just you play the game, you build, you beat the Ender Dragon. So I was like, you know what? Like the ball's kind of in his court to just make whatever story he wants. And when I watched this, I genuinely had a smile on my face from start to finish. And it wasn't because of the stupid memes. It wasn't because of the stupid brain rot stuff. Like I just genuinely was happy to see like a Minecraft movie come to life. I was in the beginning, of course, a little, I wouldn't say bored, but I just wanted them to get on with it. Like, all right, let's get these humans into the game world so we can get the story going. But, they had to set up all that exposition. But when the movie starts going, it's a lot of fun. The jokes, I feel like a lot of them, while they won't land for me, like it was still entertaining throughout. Clearly this is a kid's movie and there is a grown-up adult audience that is coming to see this. But I think all in all, it was a very entertaining movie. I really enjoyed it. Jack Black, I think, I don't want to say carried this movie, but he shined honestly as Steve. At first, I wasn't sure, but he just was having fun with this role. And Jason Momoa too. I feel like he was probably my second favorite character. I love hearing his character just like scream like 50 times throughout the movie. And yeah. Oh, and also the children that played in this as well. Let me get their names really quick.
There's Emma Meyers is the sister, I believe, is her name.
And then, apparently she was in Wednesday, which people know her from.
Yeah.
And then Sebastian Hansen, he was also very good too. I actually enjoyed his performance as well. I mean, I don't know what people will say because it's a kid actor, but and Danielle Brooks, who also is in Peacemaker, she was really fun in this too. I love her. She just has a really good vibe to her, and I think any project that she gets attached to just makes it a little bit better. But this movie was fun. Like I said, I just had a smile on my face the whole time. I love seeing the little things in the film. Like, obviously, we're following this main story, but then it would just cut to like two pandas eating like bamboo, and then they have a baby. And it's like, yeah, like that's how Minecraft is. That's how it works. Yes, and sir. I just love seeing little things like that. That if you played the game, you'd understand it. But if you didn't, and you're like these characters kind of just getting thrown into this world, trying to figure out what's happening, you could still enjoy it. So it's good for kids. It's good for adults. Really fun summer movie, and I'm honestly glad that it's doing well. What about you?
Okay, so I have okay. I mean, I basically agree with you. I think you can't take this movie too seriously. I see two like different takes online. I see people
Okay.
that are absolutely like shitting on it, you know, like people are like, this is like disgusting. This is what's wrong with like modern films. It's just like lifeless, like dumb, like I see that. And then I see people arguing like, oh, well, it's like, it's a kids movie. And then I see people argue back to that saying like, oh, well, like kids movies can still be good, like look at Puss in Boots, look at, like, and it's like,
Cars.
to a degree, I see both sides and I can understand it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't think every single movie needs to be a Puss in Boots, I don't think they
Yeah.
need, I think, obviously, if I'm going to be honest, like, that movie is, better. It has more layers. It's, like, I could watch it and be like, damn, this is just good. But like, I think there's like a place in media for just kind of like dumb, brainless kind of content. And like, that sounds hurtful, but I don't mean it as hurtful. I think this would fall into the category of like, it's so bad it's good for me. Like, there are parts of like, cause like obviously the writing is very like there's literally a line where he says, first we mine, then we craft. Minecraft. Like
Dude,
that shit is not good writing. But
I
like,
stood up and started clapping like Kingpin on that episode 5.
like that shit is not
Yes.
good. It's not good writing, but it's like I think it's like fine, you know what I mean? Like it's at the end of the day, like I don't need like the Godfather level of writing. I don't even need Puss in Boots level of writing for this. I think, maybe there are some fans out there of Minecraft that maybe wanted something a bit more like that, akin to like more, I don't know, like, I don't know what you would do, you know what I mean? Like, how do you make this and make it, I guess there's a world out there where you could do that, but I mean, I personally don't think people should be as hard on this movie as they should be, or as some people are being. I think at the end of the day, it's it's just like kind of just like dumb fun where anybody can just like, lighten up and just kind of like laugh at random stupid shit, like that's how I see it. I will say, I think you were saying you were a little bored until they got to the Minecraft part. I actually think that the part where they're like just on Earth was low-key more interesting. Like, if I'm being honest, like I was like, I do know like I love that random little like Midwestern like random town they're in, where like the
Yeah.
whole economy there is just some weird chip potato guy,
Yeah.
and like the kid makes a jetpack that like destroys it. Like,
It was so dumb.
it's so dumb, and it's like there's so many random weird little kid, like it's I oh my god, I feel like in that first part I saw so much of like Jared Hess, like in his style of filmmaking. Like, it was like exploding with it in all the parts on Earth before they got to the overworld or wherever they call it. And after that, I feel like I saw less and less of it. Like, it was more so just like Minecraft and like let's throw in like random like references to the game, and like, let's just say Flint and Steel and like 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 Chicken Jockey. and I don't know, I love that the Earth stuff. Like, there was so much of Jared Hess in it, like the little like inserts of like the notebooks, like writing, drawing stuff. And another complaint I have is like, I wish the characters, like the main ones, like there's Steve, there's like Garrett the garbage man, Garrison, like Jason Momoa. I forget the kid's name, and I forget the sister's name, and I forget Daniel Brooks' character's name. I wish all of them kind of had more of their own personality. I feel like the kid Jason Momoa and Jack Black, all their characters have like their own personality. I think the other ones are a little bit less, like the sister and the other girl. Understand who they are, but I wish they had more of a defining trait. Like for example, in the beginning, I guess we're gonna just go full into spoilers, I guess, because
Yeah.
like there's not much to spoil. Like if I'm being honest,
Yeah, I know. But if you haven't seen the movie, I would say go see it. But we're gonna talk, I guess, into spoilers.
Yeah, because
really don't want to know the plot.
yeah, because I was gonna like bring up something that's like I guess this, you could call this a spoiler, but it's not really. So yeah, I mean, I would say real quick, like this is worth seeing. If you're not, I would just say be careful because people are going crazy in the theaters right now.
Yeah,
it's
I would
actually
go,
nuts.
I would go during not unemployment hours. Go go in the morning. Go maybe an empty theater is probably the best, but
go whenever kids are at school. Like honestly,
yeah.
Like
if you see a theater just full of like children with popcorn buckets and shit, just get out of there.
Honestly, but hey,
showtime.
But honestly though, if you want to like see people go crazy over this movie, which I'm not gonna lie, like part of that was like for me, my theater experience I thought was really good because people were dead ass like getting hype for parts in this movie. They were screaming, they were yelling, and not to the extent of the memes. I don't like how people are like now going in there with like just full things of popcorn and they're only doing that to like make a mess and freak out. Like that shit is not cool, you know? Yeah. But like if people are just going in and like just yelling and like screaming like chicken jockey and like doing backflips and getting on each other's backs, like I don't think there's an issue with that as long as like they don't make a mess and like throw shit, you know, like that's where it becomes uncool. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, I guess we're entering technically spoilers here, so whatever. The sister, Emma Meyers' character, I thought in the beginning there's a part where their parents are just out of the question, I guess, and she's like the older sister taking care of the younger brother. And there's a part where she makes him like a tater tot pizza. She's like, oh, it's a tater tot pizza. Like take it to school and like make friends. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, so she's weird. Like I was like, she's going to be like weird as fuck. Like that's such a weird ass thing. Like, cause even the brother, like it's not that the way he reacts to it is like, not that it's like normal. He's kind of like, oh, like, all right. You know, like I was like, okay, she's gonna be like a quirky, weird ass character. Like she's gonna just be into weird shit. I was like, okay, when they go to Minecraft, she's gonna be making weird shit. And then they just I feel like after that, she doesn't do anything weird at all. Like why did she just do a weird ass tater tot pizza? Like, is that, I don't know if that's nitpicking or just, I don't know. I found that a little confusing because then after that, she kind of just, her character gets so much more boring. She's just like I guess the overprotective sister, if you can call it that. She's not even like being overprotective. She's just more so being like oh, like we got to get back home, like oh, like sorry I was mean to you when you made a jetpack, and like that's kind of it, you know?
Yeah.
That and no. Like that's just like, I don't know. I wanted, that's just an example. I wanted her to be like, if she's the weird character and then the brother's the creative character, and then Steve is just Jack Black, and then Jason Momoa was just doing this weird 80s like washed up like, you know, like that kind of thing. And then like Danielle Brooks, I don't even know what she could be. Like I guess she could be like just playing like playing it straight, you know? But like, I don't know. I wanted everyone to have their own personality, and I feel like they all didn't. Only some of them did.
Yeah, I agree. I guess talking about the first half, how I said I was kind of bored. Like that is important to set up the characters, and I can see how you say you can see a lot of Jared Hess's filmmaking style and aesthetic because they're on Earth,
especially on that part. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Danielle Brooks' characters was like an animal taker, and she kind of learns to like near the end there's a final fight where she pulls up with the wolves. That part's pretty cool. But yeah, Emma Meyers, I get that she's kind of having to take care of her brother now, and she kind of just plays that overprotective sister role. But yeah, when they get to Minecraft and Henry, that's his name, when Henry starts like building stuff, because clearly he has like the creative imagination of a kid, so that's so good. But she doesn't really do much other than kind of just like, oh, we got to get home. We just got to get out of here and stuff. I thought that she would kind of do more.
Yeah.
Especially with like, making a weird tater tot pizza. Like you said, like this chick is weird. When you get to Minecraft, she's probably going to be like, she's probably going to love it. But it's more focused on Henry, who I feel like is probably the third maybe developed character. I feel like Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison is more developed. And then, of course, Steve is developed even more because he has probably the most screen time. But I mean, yeah, besides that, I'm trying to think about what else we could talk about in spoilers. Oh, what did you think about, I guess, the whole plot? Because this kind of revolves around, there's a person named Genosha in the Nether. Steve said that he accidentally opens the portal to the Nether, and essentially what kicks it off is he gets this orb of dominance, and he just sends it back to Earth, like underneath his bed. And she pretty much plays the villain. She's like another pig queen or something like that. And she's British for some reason.
Yeah. I mean the plot isn't fucking anything crazy. It's just like,
yeah, no. It's a very simple, like,
it's so simple.
Want something. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, it's fine. I honestly, one thing I think low-key in the intro, there's like a 10-minute exposition dump where Steve is just like he just tells his origin story, and like he tells like this whole story of like his first time there and like everything, and he kind of just like sets up what Minecraft is. Low-key, that would have been a better story if we just would have done that in like one movie. I don't know if that was just me, but I was thinking like, damn, I would have liked to see this. But if that's the case, then it would only, like, you can't make a movie with just Steve and like a dog like Dennis, like they need the other people to bounce off of. So yeah. I understand why all of that is kind of rushed. I guess I'm interested to see like what was cut from this, like, because I get the feeling that they maybe changed this in some sort of way, because like I don't know, like there's like a scene where Steve is in an office on Earth, like it's very quick, and I think there was like a behind the scenes shot where there was like other actors like talking to him, and like I don't know, like some people were like, oh, maybe this scene was like longer, or like I don't know, there's more stuff to it, like, so I'm kind of interested to see, like, I feel like maybe they had more stuff with Steve on Earth before he left, like, because it's all kind of, it's very quick, like with him getting there and like setting that up,
like, he goes to Minecraft, and then he comes back, and then he's like a salesman for a bit, and then after kind of being bored, he goes back to Minecraft. I'm not saying I don't think there was anything missing, but it is kind of quick. Like,
it's very
I wish
quick,
they explained more. Like clearly, Garrett, like, his life sucks and stuff. So, and he puts on this whole facade that like he's cool and all that, but clearly not. Maybe I wish they gave Steve a bit more depth. Like, someone in his life doesn't have to die, but maybe he's just like, oh, I feel, better off in the Minecraft world, in the real world. That's why I came back. And at the very end, of course he leaves after saying he wants to stay to go back to the real world, which I guess could have been like a cool character moment, if they developed it more, like, oh, I'm going to stay in this world. I'm going to stay. I'm not going to leave. But yeah, I'm interested to see maybe what there was, if there was anything cut to his character. But, he's playing it's a Minecraft character. Steve is like I don't know if there's any lore to him, dude. I mean, when I played Minecraft, I didn't find anything. But they could have did, whatever. They could have wrote anything pretty much. Like I said, the ball was kind of in his court to write whatever. But yeah, I wonder if there was anything more that they could have added to Steve's character. But I mean, besides that, Jack Black, like I said, is having fun with it. I love the whole sequence when the first night happens and it gets dark instantly. I actually was thinking, I was like, damn, imagine how scary it would be, bro. It just gets instantly dark. And then, like, you just hear zombies and shit. So many of them come out of the forest too, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, I don't know if there's a mob spawn somewhere, but there's like 15 skeletons. There's like 30 zombies just attacking them, bro. And then Henry, you see him like literally mine the wood, which probably takes like about 5 seconds for one piece of wood. And then, like, in the matter of like 2 minutes, he builds like this big ass tower that's like 4 stories high. I was like, bro, what the hell?
Yeah, he was
like,
cooking,
okay,
bro.
I'll let it slide.
Yeah, that's
but
not
bro
how
didn't
it
even
would
have. He didn't even have an axe, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that's not how it would work in the actual thing, bro. But I let it slide for the movie. Real quick, talking numbers, this has actually done absolutely crazy numbers in the box office. Domestically, this has made, as of now, $185 million. Internationally, it's made about the same. Worldwide, this is currently sitting at about $340 million. Like, this has made a ton of money, and I think it will continue to do so. There are already talks of Minecraft 2, Nick.
What?
I'm not even joking. I saw that. I think it was Deadline. They said that they were already like discussing Minecraft 2 because this has been such a big film. Like to put it into perspective, this movie in its opening weekend actually beat Barbie how much it did. Which Barbie was actually insane. Like, I think Barbie beat some previous record, because Barbie did really well.
Right.
So Minecraft beat that in its opening weekend.
Dude, that's actually insane. I mean, that just shows that the fan base for this movie is either just as big, if not bigger, than Barbie, because people went to probably go see it multiple times.
Yeah.
I hope. Well, it's actually opening weekend. I hope it's not from the memes, man. Like I said, there's a brain rot crowd out there that simply just goes to cause like complete chaos in the theaters. But I had a really good theater experience when I went to go see it. There was, it was a full theater. When some of the here, like, let's Minecraft, like people laugh. Some people, nobody clapped during those scenes, but at the very end, people clapped, which I thought was cool. But I mean, that's insane. I'm actually glad that it's doing really well because, I mean, like I said, we haven't heard or seen a Jared Hess movie in quite a while, or seen just any notable work. So for him to, be given the reins to not just a crazy IP like Minecraft, but also a big budget, a big cast, I'm glad that it's doing well. I hope that he gets work and he's able to either do Minecraft 2 or maybe just, do something that he wants to do next. Like, and I don't mean something he wants to do like he didn't want to do Minecraft, but, he seems more like he likes to make more personal stories, more unique kind of like indie premises and stuff like that. So, all the love and support to him. I'm excited to see what he does next, and I'm glad that the movie's doing well. I can't believe there's a sequel coming up though. Like, no way.
I mean, I didn't think,
been 2 weeks.
I didn't think this movie would do this much at the box office, if I'm being honest. But I mean, honestly, like, now that I think about it, I think, the other thing is it beat out, I believe, for the opening weekend, it beat out, obviously, but it beat out, I think it's now, I could be wrong on this, but I think I saw a tweet saying that it is now it's the most successful opening for like a video game movie ever. Like, it beat out Super Mario. Yes.
Dude, that's right.
Yeah, so this, and I mean, when I think about it, I'm low-key not surprised. Like, Minecraft is immensely popular. Like, the game itself, I mean, I've played it, you've played it. Like, I think almost everybody alive has like played it at some point. I mean, they had it on the iPods at one point. You could play it on
the Pocket Edition.
Yeah, like this.
So goated.
Yeah, so like it's been a thing, and it still is. So I think, and it's so accessible to like everybody. So I think that's why it's kind of a recipe for success, I guess, because so many people love it. Therefore, so many people are probably going to go see, what's this movie about? You know what I mean? And like the fact that like a lot of kids love Minecraft too. I mean, think about all the like parents that are like going to take their kids to see it, like that's probably like a huge, family movies always make a good amount of money, or at least like a decent amount, because they're just, and then and if you think about it, where this is just like box office, this isn't even including like toys, like they're selling so many toys, I bet, from this Minecraft movie, and people are buying it as memes too. Like I saw a meme where they're like, oh yeah, I want the middle-aged obese man action figure.
Oh my god.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I was like, shit, low-key, that'd be funny as fuck to cop. Like, I don't need that shit, but like it'd be funny as fuck to have it. It's like, oh yeah, bro, I got the Steve Jack Black figure,
dude,
bro.
Prime birthday gift idea, right?
Yeah, there. like low key, that's funny as hell. But Um, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm surprised. At the end of the day, like, I get it. I understand why some people just are just shitting on it. Like, at the end of the day, if I were to be a hard critic and just go based off of like writing, acting, you know, like the story, like all that, like, yeah, this movie's, you know, it's not on the level of like a lot of other stuff. It's not that at all. But I mean, I don't know, bro. There's something about like, cause neither is Super Mario, you know, that movie did very well, but like I would argue it's, you know, like it's not that crazy either. It's kind of just like, I mean, I guess maybe it's more streamlined than this. I would say that. I think that one probably is a bit more streamlined in its storytelling. This one's kind of all over the place and just kind of like references and random shit and like memes. But like, I don't think they made this with the idea of making memes. I think that's just goes with the nature of like the fact that it's Minecraft, you know?
It's really random.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. Like, I think I rated this a 3 on Letterboxd. I think you gave it a 3.5.
Dude, I was just having fun, bro. Bro, from the opening scene where you see like the world generating and like the music from C418 is playing, I was just like, dude, this is peak already. God.
Yeah.
There's also actually, I'm surprised we haven't talked about this. There's a tribute to Technoblade.
There is.
Who is a famous YouTuber who passed away. I want to say in 2022. He had cancer, but he shows up in the film, and I'm sure you've seen this on TikTok for anyone that's just like looking at clips from the movie. But there's a pig that's walking by, and he has a crown. And Jack Black, you know, references him. He calls him a legend. But I thought that was really cool that the creators or Jared Hess, whoever, thought to put that in.
Yeah.
It just shows that like, you know, it's not just them taking the IP of a Minecraft movie. Like they actually went far into, you know, the huge community of Minecraft YouTubers that were big back then. And, you know, it's not as big as it was now, but oh my God, like there were so many YouTubers I used to watch. There's actually one I used to watch. I think it was called like Yogscast or Yogscast, something like that. But I used to have my group of YouTubers I used to watch, but I thought that was really cool. I actually was surprised. I was like, dude, no way that like I did a double take. I was like, is that actually a Technoblade reference? So that was really cool. They did that. It shows they did their research.
Yeah, I think so too. That was probably like one of the cooler things. Like, I mean, you got to give them props for that. Like, even if you don't like the movie, like that's always like a great thing to see them do. Yeah, I think that's cool. It kind of sucks that a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers ended up becoming a lot of weirdos. Yeah, so like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them, if they wouldn't have become degenerates or were degenerates in the first place, they probably would have gotten similar treatment potentially. But hey, shout out Technoblade.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think I wrote in my review like the theater experience kind of made this better for me. I imagine if I watched this with like by myself, like I'd probably get on my phone at certain points because like I'm kind of just like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I think watching this and kind of memeing it with friends is like the way to go, and I think that's why it's successful. I'm interested to see, because I mean they are gonna make a sequel now at this point because it's doing so insanely well. I'm interested to see like if they step it up for the sequel, because low key I don't know if you can make this same kind of movie twice. You know, like I think you could obviously do some of the same stuff, but I think you have to do something a bit more. I don't know, like give me more, brother. Like do something, because like I think I don't know. I think this could be better. I think if you wanted to make a legitimate Minecraft movie and I don't know, like make it, I don't know, something like resembling like, I don't know. I think
take the plot of Tron, just kind of rework it and put Minecraft into it, bro. Trust me, it'll work.
I mean, you could, but anyway, yeah, I think it is what it is. You know, if I were to be more serious, I'd probably give it maybe like a 2 or a 2.5 if I'm being like harsh. But that being said, I did enjoy myself because it was so dumb, and like I enjoyed the memes. I enjoyed people getting hype over stupid shit. I thought, you know, like I agree with you, Nick. I couldn't help but like smile while watching it. So I don't know. I mean, there's something to say about that too. So I think at the end of the day, I give it about like a 3. At the most, I'd give it a 3.5. But if I'm being honest, I'm probably gonna keep it at a 3.
Damn, is it better than I'm looking at my ranked right now for the year. I got 8 movies. It's
Damn.
sitting at about number 4. It's
Damn.
below Paddington in Peru,
As it
but
should
it's
be.
above Captain America: Brave New World.
Damn, you put this over Brave New World? That's kind of nuts,
Actually,
bro.
hold up. That's crazy. Well, I gave Brave New World, I think, a 3, and this is a 3.5. I don't think I'm gonna change my rating if I'm being honest. Like I don't know, Brave New World's 3.5. So I don't know. It's up for debate right now.
Actually, I
Yeah,
never.
I feel like the theater experience definitely made this really good too, because people were laughing. Like, yeah, if I was watching this by myself, maybe I would just go make something to eat. But I think the memes leading up to this movie made it funny, and then afterwards, seeing like the insane theater chaos that people are just causing is kind of funny. I personally wouldn't do that. I kind of want to go to a showing where it's like that, just to be in the shit and see what these kids are doing. I feel like it would be funny, but I do wonder what they're gonna do for a second one, if they're gonna make one, because it's not even like the second week right now, and normally that's when we see dips in like in box office numbers and stuff. I don't know if that's gonna happen with this one. People are saying that this is gonna hit like 1 billion. I don't know. That'd be kind of crazy, because I know Super Mario movie did hit 1 billion.
It did.
But like I said, I'm just happy for all the success. It seems like Jared Hess did a really good job with this. As as dumb as this movie can be, he actually, he pulled it off. He did a really good Minecraft movie. It's got tributes. It's got Minecraft stuff in it. What did you think about the animation? We haven't even talked about this, because Minecraft is like, it's a 3D sandbox game, right? And this one, it's 3D. They took that, but it's more realistic. The villagers and stuff look a little weird. The what are they called, bro? The Woodland Mansion people.
Oh, like the
Vindicators.
Vindicators. Yeah.
Oh my God. They looked actually scary, bro. I don't know why. That when they were like in that Woodland Mansion and Henry's like running around, I was like low-key scared. They just start chasing him. I was like, damn. I don't know. I mean,
during that part, I leaned over to Carla and I told her like, oh yeah, like when you raid these mansions in the game, like these motherfuckers are hard as fuck to kill, bro. Like low key,
yeah,
they're
they got
annoying
bows
as
and
hell.
arrows.
Yeah,
No, they have crossbows.
they have. Yeah, I hate fighting those things. Like I low key think they're, for me, like the most difficult enemy in the game, bro. Like that shit.
Yeah.
That should be like fucking me up.
God.
And then, but like oh bro, did you see the Hero Brine the reference?
No.
You didn't see that? So like, do you know what Hero Brine is?
Oh wait, is it? Yeah. It's pretty much like the evil version of Steve, right? He's got like white eyes.
Yeah. And it's
when Henry was grabbing that orb or something, and he's having those flashbacks.
Yeah, and then all of them have purple eyes except for Steve has white eyes.
Yeah.
And they claimed, apparently they said that was not intentional. It was not supposed to be a reference to Hero Brine, but they were saying that for some reason in all those like takes in the composites or whatever, like the eyes came out white. I think they're just saying that as a joke. I think they 100% did that as a reference. Like there's no way like you could fix that. I could go in there right now and make the eyes purple,
Yeah.
Like so them saying like, oh man, we tried to make them purple, but they just kept turning white. Like I think that's just like a tongue-in-cheek like kind of meme, but I think that was kind of funny. Speaking on the visual effects, I think they're actually really good. Like I'm actually surprised, because I remember when the first look at this came out, the green screen and compositing looked a bit weird. But I mean, that was the first look, so I always am like, it's not done yet. They probably were rushed to get a trailer out, so let me let them cook for a bit. And I mean, bro, they really cooked, because the visual effects in this, I actually really like that look where it's like kind of a hyper realistic, but they're still blocky. I think it works. I like it. I actually was gonna say I low-key wish that maybe there was no live action and like that was like the full thing, because I think low-key if you did that, like kind of like how Super Mario is completely animated, I think maybe that would be what could cause a better film, because then you don't have to worry about, okay, how are they gonna look interacting in this full VFX world,
Yeah, like how are they gonna like how are they gonna touch these animals, or
Yeah.
like how's it gonna look with a human hand on it or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought it looked fine.
I think it looked good. I think
Yeah,
it,
like
that
it
was
looked
it looked
good.
really good in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the finished product is much better than whatever the teaser was.
Yeah, I really love Jennifer Coolidge and her side
Dude,
plot with the
oh my
villager,
god, I was
bro.
gonna say, I know we talked about this. A couple people in the main group feel a bit underdeveloped. Maybe if they took away that villager just randomly wandering into the real world and like falling in love with her,
Nah, dude, nah,
like,
keep that in, bro. That was
oh my
fucking peak.
god,
I
bro.
actually loved that part. That was so funny, bro.
She's like, you're such a good listener. Mm.
Huh. Bro,
Yeah,
dude,
bro.
that was so good. And then at the end, he learned English.
Oh
And
yeah.
dude, who's his voice?
I
Like
have
that.
learned. Oh my god. Let me look
Like
it up.
I don't
Hold
know
up.
who does his voice. That I was like, oh my god, that's nuts. And he was just like, now I reap the rewards of your mistake. And I was just like, oh what the hell? like oh my god, and bro. And then Jennifer Coolidge recently in an interview, she said a quote saying like, out of all of her roles ever, like this love interest, like she's like there was so much like natural attraction and sex appeal, and she was like it was like, and then everybody was just like, yo, what the hell, like is there a sex scene in Minecraft? Because she like straight up mentions that. So like I think a lot of people are going to see if there's a fucking sex scene because of what she said.
God, bro. Boy, no way, dude. He was voiced by Matt Berry
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
from What We Do in the Shadows.
As he should be, bro.
Dude, did you know? Apparently, actually, I saw this today. Apparently, I think Matt Berry was supposed to be the role of Steve.
I did hear that.
But I guess they just went with somebody else. And people were saying like, dude, that would have been so peak, bro. I think Jack Black did great, honestly. Actually, we didn't talk about this too, but obviously there's a lot of like references, like little, I guess, Easter eggs you could see between Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. Specifically, dude, like anytime Jack Black would like kick or jump or like throw a block down, you would just hear like a or like a whip. There's also parts where he's like sneak attack, which is clearly
Jesus.
from Nacho Libre. Oh my
Yeah.
god, those parts were so funny too, because I feel like even if you didn't want to go see this movie, like you're a parent just going to see this, but you've seen Nacho Libre or Napoleon Dynamite, you would definitely enjoy those little things. You'd be like, oh my god, like he's referencing another movie. So I feel like little things like that too. I don't know if the people in my audience, especially the kids, had seen Jared Hess's other movies, but I feel like that also kind of upped the enjoyment factor
Yeah, I
because I've
agree.
seen both of his films before, so it was like fun to watch and see those little moments and catch them myself.
Yeah, like when he says like water bucket release, like it immediately reminded me of Nacho Libre when he's like release, release. Like, like that's what I thought of, and I'm like, bro, like it's so
Dude.
dumb. I think that's why I really like the scene before they go to the Minecraft world, because in that scene in the real world in the high school and like in that, I see so much of his filmmaking style in both of those films, because he loves to do like POV shots of like the whole intro to Napoleon Dynamite, and even in Nacho Libre, but especially Napoleon Dynamite, like the whole credits are done with like food on trays and the names are written, and then there's so many shots of Napoleon drawing like his random mythological creatures and shit. And in this intro you see like Henry drawing like his there's so many shots drawing stuff in like a little notebook. I feel like that's like a staple of Jared Hess's like just like he just does that, you know. And then there's like the whole like clear like reference to Nacho Libre's like flying eagle thing with like the chicken jockey.
Yeah.
You know, like I really enjoyed all of those, because like I said, I love both of those movies, Nacho Libre and Napoleon Dynamite. So like I was, that's what, honestly, when I went into this, I was like, I like Minecraft. I'm not like a Minecraft diehard fan. I've played the game, but I'm not like that connected to it as other people are. But I feel like I'm more connected to Nacho Libre and Napoleon Dynamite. So I was like, I want to see if I can tell that Jared Hess directed this. And I'm glad to say like I can see like his style come through.
Yeah, I agree. Bro, what did you think about the scene when they have the Electro wings on, or the Elytra, whatever, and they're like flying, and then Jack Black has to like literally be like ass to mouth with Jason Momoa to go through a hole, bro.
Apparently Jason Momoa came out and said like, hey, I wrote that scene.
Dude, what the? He's an executive producer, I think. I saw he was an executive producer on this.
He must have stepped up and said, you know what, let me rewrite this. And like he said he wrote that, which like I was kind of surprised that made it into the film. Like, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? But I mean, I thought it was funny.
Dude, it was dumb.
Here's the quote I said. I was talking about earlier. It says Jennifer Coolidge says Nitwit the Villager is her favorite romantic film partner ever. Quote, out of all the sex scenes and stuff I've done, I have to say I think my scene with Nitwit, it's the most attracted I've ever been to a character. Certainly turned on. End quote.
What the hell?
And the top response, somebody was just like, wait, can I bring my kids to see this movie or not? Because this makes it sound like there's a sex scene with the villager, but like there isn't.
Yeah, she literally just falls in love with like a non-talking dude.
I mean, hopefully, like in the sequel, you never know.
Oh my god, yeah, they're gonna be married with
Wait,
children.
oh my god, yeah, they're gonna have fucking hybrid Minecraft human children, bro. Holy shit!
Dude, what is that gonna look like?
Wait, actually, we need a sequel now just so I can see that.
Wait, how would that actually work though? Because like we already talked about the birthing process is different in the game than in real life, bro. You just feed them.
What do you mean? We already talked about that. Oh yeah, we did with the pandas.
Like, yeah, the pandas. Yeah, the pandas.
I mean, we'll have to figure it out, bro. Like, I mean,
they're in the writers' room right now, just like scratching their heads, like, yo, what the fuck? God, I'm trying to think of anything else, dude. Oh, okay, I'll say this: that scene when Henry's fighting the Enderman, that shit actually kind of scared the fuck out of me because. Dude, I don't care how old I am, bro. In any Minecraft game, Endermen are scary as hell, bro.
I mean, I like the Endermen. I mean, bro, the Endermen are calm and peaceful, bro. You just don't stare at them.
Bro, he looked into his eyes, man.
Yeah, he
Dude,
threw
actually,
hard.
in the Iron Golem fight, too, at the end was pretty badass. I thought that was cool.
I thought it was funny as fuck when they gave one, like, those, like, speed shoes, and then he was, like, all, like, amped up, like, on an Optimus Prime looking, like, version, you know, like that shit was funny.
He was like the leader or some shit.
Yeah.
God, bro. And at the end when when Nalgosha's like Jack Black's defeated her and he's got like the full diamond armor and shit, and she's like, "Oh, come closer." She's like, "I have to tell you something." And then she tries to stab him, and he just slaps the knife away, and she's like, oh, "Okay, come back." Like I don't have a knife anymore.
I thought that was funny. I really like that actually. It
was so dumb, bro.
I mean, overall, like. This movie, I think it's one of those movies you kind of just got to go see. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's like every now and then there's a movie where people are like just talking about it and like people are memeing it, and you're like, okay, I got to go see what all the hype is about. You know, and like obviously, if we're being real, Nick, like this shit is not that good, but like it's good for other reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not saying this is like my top freaking movies of the year.
I mean, it might be. It might be.
Oh my god, it's up there in the honorable mentions already. It's not going to be the worst of the year either. It's
not. Yeah,
trust, bro.
I mean, I already have 2 films ranked under this in my 2025 films watched.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So, hey, we'll get to that in the December. But yeah, do we have anything else to say, or is that everything?
I think that's it. If you want to go see this movie, definitely do it. If you want to go see it again, I think if I go, I'm gonna go to one of the brain rot, broccoli head, crazy theaters. I want to see people throw popcorn. Dude, I saw on TikTok somebody got this is so dumb, bro. Somebody got literally like a tub full of water, and so when the chicken jockey scene happened, dude, he just threw it literally over the whole freaking crowd.
That's fucking nuts.
And I swear to God, I think like they just got kicked out. Like you see the lights come on and the people are just like, all right, everybody get out.
I saw one clip where there's like a dad, like it's clearly a dad because the guy's like got like a bald head and he's probably there with his kid. And then the video starts and there's just like multiple like people recording and like so the flash, someone had the flash on. Actually, no, yeah, they did because it's dark in there, so how are you going to see it? But they have the flash on, so you just see a lot of people's heads. And then the kids, some kid screams, water bucket, release! And then he just chucks a fucking popcorn bag at the back of this dad's head. And then the dad, like, looks back and then gets up and chases the kid out of the theater. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on at these screenings, man? Like, that shit is absolutely nuts, bro.
That's actually wild. Why are we doing this?
Hey, Nick, you started it, bro.
I hope this movie, dude. Can you imagine how crazy part 2 is going to be then if they make it? Like,
hey, they better be crazy, bro.
they're gonna have to come up with a bunch of new lines and like memes because I feel like they used them all here, dude. They used all of them. There's nothing left, bro. I don't know. God. Well, that's the Minecraft review. I think I'm sticking with my review of a 3.5. This movie's fun. This movie's great. I hope I hope it's out of theaters soon, just so the theater workers can have some peace. I kind of feel bad for them. You know, they're not making a lot of money and they're just having to clean up shit. But if you have a respectful showing, a nice crowd, this movie can be a lot of fun. I definitely think the theater factor helped bump up the score for me. And I'm just excited to see what Jared Hess does next. I'd hope he's not doing Minecraft 2. If he really wants to, that's cool. But I want to see him kind of come back to do, you know, something different. Like, you know, Napoleon Dynamite's a coming of age story. Nacho Libre is like an inspiration. It's actually based on a true story about a guy who did luchador to help, you know, raise money for his orphanage. But
Yeah.
you know, I want to see more kind of like movies with heart like that. And not that this movie doesn't have it, but you know, it's clearly doing so many other things. But I'm excited to see what he does next.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I think overall I would go see this, and yeah,
We're gonna get that Jared Hess revival, bro. He's coming back.
as you should.
Honestly, it would be kind of cool. This is a stretch. It'd be cool to see him direct something in the MCU, whether it's like animated or live action. Because I'd like to see what his take on like, I don't know what hero he could do, honestly. Like I want to say Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but that's such a big toll because you got to
I
take
think-
into account everything that's happened.
Oh, I know what he could do, bro.
Who could do?
Bro, Squirrel Girl.
Oh my god, I don't know nothing about Squirrel Girl, bro. What is he gonna do with Squirrel Girl?
I mean, just think about it, bro. Like, Jared Hess has this thing with like llamas and animals and shit. Like,
Oh yeah,
and
there's
we got-
llamas in this.
Yeah, and then, yeah, there's multiple llamas. Like, it's clearly like a Napoleon Dynamite reference. So it's like, I think, I just think, yeah, like I could see him doing Squirrel Girl, bro. Like, I would love a Squirrel Girl movie.
Hey, that'd be cool. Hey, maybe we'll message him and be like, hey man, I think you'd be perfect for this.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, let us know what y'all thought about Minecraft in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Like, I mean, hey, be honest.
Did you have a crazy movie theater?
Oh yeah,
or was it chill? Dude, I'm
Yeah.
so glad mine was chill. Was there any point where your theater was just like crazy? I said people only clapped at the end, which I was like, all right, cool. You know, I actually didn't expect people to clap. That was cool.
Yeah, people clapped at the end of mine. People clapped at the chicken jockey part. Like honestly, any meme part, like yeah, people were like cheering.
Chicken jockey.
God. But anyway, yeah, let us know what y'all thought. What was your favorite line in the Minecraft movie? Yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're listening anywhere else, go ahead and leave a follow or a review. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. All of our things are down below, including our letterboxes where you can see our reviews and stuff we watch. Nick following everyone back. You already know.
I will.
So yeah, hey, let us know all that stuff, and we'll see y'all on the next episode.